Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And every time you step on the field, coach is always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there, so to get maybe a yard to the 37. The Broncos at 4-5, a game under 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. That is caught. That is going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. A gain of 22.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Nix going to give to Hardy. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Harvey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that,
you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harvey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash. This from 53 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Now we run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Smith. That is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Toss to Harvey, running right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Looking to throw. Nix. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nix. He's got this one complete to Schofield. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. They'll look to throw again. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, he'll drop the throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Back to throw again. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
For the Broncos field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Kill!
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Kill!
On 3rd down, Harvey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. R.J. Harvey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Dylan Laube. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
They give out of the gun to Genty. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Gino now to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 50, it's Smith. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now it's Smith. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go, hey. No ball. Check 58. No ball.
Play action. It's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go play action with Nix. They'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A run here with Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Oh, look at the juke. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a move of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here we go, hey.
Now Gino. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing now is Gino. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Raiders 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's Nix. caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the ground, Harvey. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Smith. Open man is Myers. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. From the gun, here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Still just a third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Harvey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Motion. Hey!
To throw, here's Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Ready.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ready. Pull left.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, ready.
Throwing Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. Well, the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hold on, set. To the right, yeah. Ready. Ready, return.
Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 7. Will Lutz to kick it off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think. Yeah, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jahdae Barron. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, return.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
second down and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Third and 3. They'll try to run forward with Dobbins. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
A 47-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block to have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Gino down to throw. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Smith throwing again. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
13 next.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. This is 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 29-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses this game.